And what's happening, everybody? Thank you guys for joining. We started a little bit late today because I wanted to make sure that I got everything going. My man Los, he had to he's kind of, I'm looking in the screen, and Los going to come back. But there he is. Okay, Los is I'm going to add my man Lo to the stage. Hey, what's up, Lo?
What's up, Alex? How you doing, brother?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. Well, I'm actually, you see, I'm in different attire right now. I am I'm all sweatered up in Atlanta. I thought it was hot Atlanta, man. This is cold Atlanta.
Oh my God!
No, but I'm enjoying it, man. And how are things down there in Paradise?
Oh, it's getting hotter, man. It's just getting hotter, man.
Oh man,
I'm sweating. I'm sorry.
hey, listen, I can't wait to get back. Right, so let me we're gonna jump into the show today. It's gonna be a very, very interesting show today, man. I'm really excited about having this show because I think it's a long time coming. So what I want to do today, Lo, is I just kind of want to set up what this show is about today. And if you look at it, the show's title is Ripping the Band-Aid Off. It's the truth about my journey, the doubters, and the people that's trying or that have been trying to stop me. Okay. So today, man, Lo, for anybody that's watching, we're going to literally really get to everything, man. So if you don't mind, I can kind of talk about what brought this, because again, we're gonna talk about it today. Sort of what kind of brought this, and what brought this to my attention was it was my guy. Again, he's out of New York. You out of New York, you know. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Hey, man," he said, "Hey, do you know a guy named Lo?" And I said, "Yeah, that's my guy." He's like, "Listen, he's definitely, like taking up for you." And I'm like, what's happening? He was like, "No, man, he was promoting the app, and it was some guys kind of giving some, and what he said, and I'll say it how he said. He said giving some low key and high key, type
hatred.
So let me say this. Let me let you set it up. And you tell me, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take people on a real deal journey. And if you look at the description, I'm gonna take you guys on a real deal journey of what's been going on in the 3+4 years that I've done this. So Lo, let you set it up, and then we're gonna take people on a journey to find out what really is going on with this journey, with getting this app. And where we are today. So go ahead, Lo. I'll turn it over to you.
I'm gonna be honest, Alex. It's not about the app. I really think it's our culture. I have no idea why people always have something negative to say when it's something positive. I met you back in 2020, 21, 22.
2022.
Right. November, to be exact.
Yep.
We was in the same mutual group. We did not know each other.
No.
You promoted your app called Jubielee.
Right.
You explained it well. Hey, fellas, if you having problems with sending money here, the app, I'm sorry, let me just back up a little bit. The group that we are in is a expat group, people who live abroad.
So no, I think it was the other group. It was the people that travel.
It was a travel group.
Yeah, and you can name the group. You can name
Dominican travel.
Right.
A lot of us in that group lives in Dominican Republic.
Right.
And we all experiencing the same issue, sending and receiving money.
And again, not just sending it and receiving it to other people, it's sending it and receiving it to yourself.
To ourselves is our main concern.
Right, first. Exactly. Right.
The ones who lives here, you know what I'm saying? So we the one who use the app or use the money service like MoneyGram, Western Union, Caribbean Express, whatever. Right. Any way we can send money, we will send it. And every application or money service online, we always ran into an issue. It's always, oh, I've been blocked. I've been sending too much. Oh, I can't get verified. Oh, you know what? My account is suspended. But you came along and introduced your application. And you said, we're not going to have those type of issues. It's brand new. It's you're from Atlanta, living in Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo. Sorry,
Right.
but everybody know. But like you would like the support of our own kind to help promote and build, and especially use the app. I was excited. That was the best news I ever heard in my life. But reading some comments, there's a lot of little drawback. Everybody want to say little things, like, oh, is this app secure, or is this app, not a scam because everybody's scamming everybody? Oh, I don't mind waiting a half hour to an hour online, and when your apps, you can send money to yourself in less than minutes.
Right.
If you have a band reserve, just to be frank, if you're banking with band reserve, less than a minute, you could receive your money. And there's no limit with Jubielee. That right there, I fell in love with, And let me just tell people is, you're a one-man team. You don't have 10, 50, hundreds of people working for you. You don't have, I'm not saying you don't have it, but like a backing of millions of dollars.
No, I don't. What you mean? No, I don't. You don't have to say that. That's the truth. I don't.
You're doing everything yourself with your own money. You're putting up your own money so we can get our money first. People just don't understand how a gold mine, how beautiful that is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in our group is very, let's just say, I'm gonna be honest, pro-black. Like, wow, the brother's black. You know what I'm saying? I want to support a black business. I'm all for it. But guess what, Alex? It was the opposite. Like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm like, wow. And when I signed on and I met you, because you helped me, became a member.
Right.
And it worked flawlessly. I submitted my information. I submitted my bank information, and boom, I was able to transfer money without going to a Western Union, without leaving my home. I did it in my backyard.
Right.
And I received the money less than a minute, when it normally take me 30 to 60 minutes. And then I would have to get the money from Western Union and go to Ban Reserva, wait another 30, 60 minutes. Don't let me forget my passport. Oh, they're not going to serve me.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm telling all these guys just like, yo, this app is a wonderful app. I wish he created it sooner. And I'm getting a lot of, I don't know. And this is back in 2022.
Right.
Now we're here in 2025.
2025.
And, people is, I don't know. Is it a job to nitpick? Every little thing somebody want to nitpick and knock down the app. But when Apple or Amazon or Microsoft sends out an update because their system crashed, their system is not working, no one complains. What Apple do? They send out an update and fix the problem. Same thing with Jubielee. If a problem is discovered,
right,
you will find out. You definitely will find out. And if a customer tells you, you will stop and do what you have to do to fix that problem.
And that's what that's part of what this process has been, man. Like, when people see it, the first thing that I've gotten, and again, we're gonna go through the whole story, man. We're gonna just kind of tell people this whole journey. But I think the way you said it, when you said you didn't understand like what the issue was, people have been having problems with all these other services. People have had problems with their money being blocked. People have had problems with them being blocked. People have had problems with other people not receiving the money, and they just deal with it. They say, oh my gosh, but they don't go out and try to, do all types of videos and all these things talking about, oh man, this, no, I've never heard one person say, oh man, Western Union, man, that's a scam because, I sent money and the person didn't get it. And then Western Union took 3 to 5 days to refund me the money but at the same time, I needed to send the money again, but that's not talked about. It's just like, oh man, Western Union, but you still go back and give them their money. When the people said that, when they talk, and we're going to talk about so-called bugs and glitches and things like that, man, most of the bugs and glitches that we have is the fact that I have had to secure the app in a way that I never intended. Like, I've had to shut doors and break things down because people have honestly tried to game the system. We've had people that have joined the app, ran scams, and so then I have to stop the scam. And so in the midst of stopping specific scams or people exploiting certain things, it could cause something not to work right, because I never intended. And when I built the app, what you drinking over there, D? Oh yeah, that's D. Deodric is over. He's helping Deodric in the house, just kind of listening and checking it out. But when I go back, D will be able to tell you that the things when I go back and talk about, you're gonna see like how I got here. But what I'm saying is, a lot of the issues that I have is simply because I've had to make changes based on reality. Reality is that people are going to try to steal and take. I didn't factor that into the code, Los. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't factor in the code that somebody would take your credit card, use it, run it up, and then you say, I don't know nothing about it. And then the card company takes the money from me immediately. So then I had to go to 3D secure technology. I had to go to extra security to make sure that when you do a purchase, right? When you do a purchase or a transaction, you have to verify that that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So once you verify it, then my liability is gone. It's between you and the bank. I'm going to talk to you all about a total of almost $500,000. $500,000 of fraud. So if there's a small glitch around some of the things that we had to do, it's simply because we're working to stop fraud, abuse, and things like that. And sometimes that causes other issues. Because again, when you start, if the app in its first form was wide open, Los.
Oh man, the golden days. It
was wide open because I didn't have to go through so much security. I didn't have to try to, say, okay, who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? Well, Los, okay, let me say it this way. I understood why Remitly, Western Union, Caribbean Express, I understood why they had some of the rules they had, Los. I'm sorry, I did. I understood why. I understood why they did what they did because of what was happening to me. So let me take them back, Lo. Let me tell them how we got here, so they can understand this journey. Because this didn't just start with me thinking of a Jubielee app. No, this started way back, man, I would say 8, 9, 10 years old. Now, let me ask you this, Lo. If I say Michael Jackson, what was he born to do?
Oh, man. Sing.
Okay. You say Michael Jackson was born to sing. Do you remember what Michael Jackson told his mom? He said, I have the music in my head and I've got to get it out. In the Michael Jackson story, he's saying that all this music is in his head, so he's got to get it out. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, what were they born to do?
Oh, man. Play basketball.
Born to play basketball. Born to do it. The greatest, the chosen one. This is what they were born to do. And what I have to share with people is those aren't the only things that people are born to do, Lo. I was born to do business. I was born to do what I'm doing, Lo. The same way you saw Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan playing basketball when they were young. When we used to be in the street, Deal tell you, Indian Pine, and the kids are playing football, this, that, the other. While the kids are playing, my aunts used to call me the scientist, because while the kids were out playing, Lo, I was thinking how to organize it. When I saw kids wanting to fight after school, I didn't want to cheer and watch it. I was thinking, how can we get paid for this? I know this sounds crazy, but those were my thoughts. My thoughts were, I remember seeing boxing, and I remember having to pay for boxing. So I'm like, these kids are fighting. I want to do it. I want to do that. I want to charge. I got my wish when my mom started selling candy. D, you remember? When my mom started selling candy, she was a candy lady. And Losa, I was 12. And that's when I knew this is what I need to do for the rest of my life, because I had to wake up in the morning. We had to get the store ready. And I don't know if you remember, D, across the street was not Anwar, but it wasn't Anwar. It was the Indian people. The Indian people, they started selling candy too. And Lo, let me tell you, I had to go against grown folks. So instead of us just giving you lemon heads, if you bought lemon heads from us, I gave you 2 big bowls free.
Wow.
Them big bowls. Them the penny candy that's hard. You eat it. It's hard on the outside and bubble gum on the inside. Big bowls.
Jawbreakers? Well,
No. Jawbreakers just straight candy.
Oh, okay.
Big bowls. You remember the big bowls, D? What? Big bowls, yeah. Do you remember them big bowls? And so baked beans, come buy some Boston baked beans, and we're gonna give you. So when that happened, I said, this is what I need to do. I need to be able to make a decision. I need to be able to make a decision. So early on in life, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Later on in life, in high school, we started selling candy in the school. We had a system. D over here, he was selling too. We had the different bathrooms. We had the different hallways. Everybody had their job. My brother Travis was he was slave master. He just make sure everybody got it. I had to connect. Philip worked at Ingles. That was our candy connect.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Philip would bring us a box of candy. I don't know how he got it.
None of our business.
That ain't my business. But I know that we pay him $100 for this box of candy, and we're going to make $250 off of it.
Wow.
So that's what we did. My job, get the product. My brother Travis' job, distribute it. Corey, D, who else was selling with us, D? Who else did we have? We had Betty Wright. Betty. I know with you, Corey, Betty. Can't think about it, but I do know it was D. That I've been knowing D since he was
Time.
You know, how long you and Corey been friends? About 30 plus? Yeah, 30, 40, 50, 30 plus years. So these guys know that this is all that I've been doing. Now, Lo, let me tell you something. We're going to move on to after high school. Let's talk about, and I'm going to say this. Hold on. I had to write it down because I want to make sure I say this right, D. Hold on. Let me make sure I say this right. Okay, so here we go. I need to make sure I say this right. So right around 18, 19, right? You know, we had we selling services, if you will. And so me and my, how would I say this, D? Me and my work partners, we got our service to sell, and we were selling to clients, people that need services. So I noticed that the services that we were selling, think about this, Lo, the services that we were selling were $20 services. And I noticed that some of my you know, my work buddies, if somebody came and wanted to purchase some services, and if they didn't have $20, you know what my buddies would do? They would tell them they couldn't have the service. That didn't make sense to me, Lo. So I would say, hey, come here, right? So what I would do, Lo, is if you have $18, you're just $2 short for the service. What if I do this? What if I cut your services in half and I take 15 from you and you keep 3? Well, I had people saying, that's a deal, young man. So I had just sold some service for clients for 75. I sold 50% of the service for 75%. So I sold what should have been $10 worth of the service fee, and I sold it for $15. So now I had half of the service. I had half of a service left and $15. So I could sell the other half of the service for $10, $15, but I was making more per service than other people. So let me tell you what my work buddies did. Our area supervisor would come around and see how we were doing. And they told the area supervisor what I was doing. That I was, you know, making deals and wheeling and dealing. So they told our area supervisor that, you know, he's doing this and he's breaking it down and doing services how, like he just want to do service how he want to sell service, right? You know what our area, what would that be, the I guess area representative, our area supervisor said? That make him smart and y'all stupid. At the end of the day, our area service rep was coming to get his portion of the money. So if you had, if you were doing $100 worth of massages, he was just coming to make sure he got $80 from the massages or the services you provided. When he came for me, I had 80 plus another 40 or 50 because I was, so they may have had 20 and I had 50. So, you know, the area supervisor was like, y'all stupid, he's smart. So that didn't cause that caused my buddies to not be so happy with me, because in their minds, I was trying to be something else. No, I was just doing what I was doing, like Michael Jackson. I was singing a song.
So you was dealing with hate in your teenage years too?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Because when people see things different, it's like they think that you think, but it's not really. Let me tell you something, man. Now we really getting ready to get down. Hey, D, this came from my own brother. If we really want to talk about ripping off the Band-Aid. My own brother, and I love my brother. My own brother told me to my face. He said, "You've always thought you were better than us."
Your brother said that?
My older brother said that. And that has stuck with me to this day. He said this back in probably 1998 or 97. My own older brother, whom I love, if you want to look him up, comedian T.L. Fitz. My own brother told me that you jumped on the show? Oh, I would say, yeah, jump on the show, man. That hey, Los, when you get a chance, post a show in the group so the fellas can join. But my own brother told me to my face that I thought I was better than they were.
Wow.
Let me tell you something, Lo. The reason that has stuck with me is because we all grew up together, Lo.
As one.
We all broke together. When we lived in a place called the Vikings in Decatur, my mother had a man living in the house, and our electricity was getting turned off, and we didn't have lights. For almost 7 months, we didn't have lights. When everybody was watching the Cosby Show, I was lying, saying I was watching it. I ain't see no Cosby. I didn't see it because we didn't have lights. Let me tell you how we got lights. We used to run a cord down to the neighbors, steal their electricity at night, and get up early in the morning and snatch it out so they wouldn't know that we were taking their electricity. And we had 2 cords going to our neighbors. My mother cooked on a fireplace. My mother cooked breakfast, lunch, or whatever we were having dinner on a fireplace. Imagine scrambling eggs and hot links in a goddamn fireplace. I'm sorry. Let me.
There's brothers from New York who don't know what a fireplace is.
A fireplace is when a cozy fireplace that's warm and cozy. You put wood on it, and you put the wood on it, and you lay down with your loved one, and you get all snuggled up, and you tell lies in her ear while the heat is going, and you be like, "Hey, yeah, baby, this is all up to this is what I've been waiting on my whole life." All of this stuff, that's what that's for.
Wow.
Not for me. For me, the fireplace is where my mother cooked food in the 80s because we didn't have electricity. I used to have to get up and get dressed by candlelight. To this day, I could hold a candle like this. Candle wax can hit me. It ain't going to be a problem. Candle wax hit somebody and say, "Oh my gosh, candle wax." Not me. Not my brothers. That's how we saw everything. Like we were the 1890s, not the 1980s.
Wow.
I used to miss school because I had to walk with my mother to go about a mile or 2 under a bridge where we got wood because they were building houses. They used to throw wood, like little wood chips or whatever. They throw it. I would have to go and get wood with my mother, skip school and get wood because we borrowed a buggy, and we're walking down with wood in a buggy. Me, my brother, and my mother. My other 2 brothers were too young. But I'm saying this is how I came up. So when my brother told me this, "You always thought you were better than us," and I was thinking to myself, when? But you know what I realized? It's not that they say you think that you're better than us. Here's the part that hurts. It's, I think you're better than me. So if I think you're better than me, you've got to think the same thing. So you think you're better than me. See, you don't know what I'm thinking. You only know what you're thinking. You feel me?
Yes.
That's what's happening now. People don't know what I'm thinking. They only know what they're thinking. So when they say, oh, he thinks he's better, no. How do you know what I think? You don't. The only thing I think about is business and ideas. It feels listen, the reason that it's difficult for me to be in relationships with a woman is because most women think that men are going to put them so high on a pedestal. And unfortunately, in my current situation, I am just focused on what's all in here. And it takes a lot of time, and it takes away from me putting, a woman or a relationship in front. I'm sorry, this is how I'm built. Michael Jackson sang till he died. You could never imagine seeing Michael Jackson retired or anything. You just always going to see Michael Jackson singing. Prince
Singing. Mm-hmm.
He died. I didn't want to be like this. It's not like I want to always be thinking like this. This is just what it is. And I've just accepted it, Lo. The gift that I've been given is just a gift of organizing and putting stuff together. My mind is just different. But I've never thought I was better. I just always knew I was different. So when I deal with certain things with building this app, when I talk about what happened with my buddies selling services, when they were upset with me because I was doing things different, I became comfortable with working alone, Lo, because I have never once in my life been jealous of myself. I have never once in my life been jealous of myself or jealous of the idea that I came up with, I think I need to open this up, Lo. People can't leave messages.
Yeah, I can't see them.
I can't leave messages. Let me see if I can change that. Okay, let me do this, guys. Let me take a quick break because we just getting into it. We've been in 30 minutes, but I'm getting ready to get deeper. We're getting ready to get deeper in this thing so you understand like what's happening, what's going on. I'm gonna take a quick break because we're gonna open up the chat. I think somebody hit me up and said they can't do chat. So let me do this. I'm not gonna play the whole video. I'm gonna play something like what we're doing in the community, one of these Jubie Cares, right? It's 2 minutes. We're not gonna be 2 minutes. I just need to go in on the other side and allow people to make comments and things like that. Give me 1 second. Let me find a long enough video so that we don't come out and we be done. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Lo. I'm gonna play this video, take us out, and then we will come back and you guys will be able to make comments, ask questions, or whatever you want to do. Again, I'm ripping off the Band-Aid, and I'm giving you guys a behind the scenes look at not just where and why, but I'm giving you the how I got here, and we're gonna go a little bit deeper. So again, let us go to this quick break. We're not gonna do the whole thing. I've just got to open up the chat because some people told me they can't chat. So here we go. Let me do that.
necesarios para la ayuda de Jubielee.
All righty. We are back. Okay, thank you guys. Lo is on hold right now. I think I opened up the chat, so you guys should be able to. Some people wanted to make some comments, so if you are watching, go ahead and type in the chat and just make sure that we know you're here and we know that you can ask any questions if you want to. Because again, I really want to just share. Lo, let me know when you're back. Let me post here just to make sure. Let's see. Okay, so I'm there. Okay, good. So if you can chat in it, give it to us. Okay, I'm going to bring Lo back in. Here we go. Lo.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. So where we left off, man, is, just talking about like younger things, man. So let me tell you what I want to do, because I took time in making sure that I wanted to bring these things out. So let me tell you another story, Lo, in terms of what shaped me. This was with my aunt. This was my aunt Carolyn. Carolyn started dating this guy by the name of Serge. Now, Serge was working at the meat packing factory. And so Serge, you know how guys like, I can get all get them all the job. So Serge said, all of my, my cousins, everything, y'all come on, so he hired everybody, right? Packing meat. Everybody except one person.
You.
I didn't want to work at the meat plant. I had my business of selling pepper sprays, and it was called the Protection Connection. I called it the Protection Connection. Not only did I sell protection products, I had a TV show, because television production is my first love. I went to college for that. I got married young, had a wife, and was going to college and raising my son, doing the PTSA and all that at the same time, right? So I've done it. So when Serge and Carolyn broke up, first thing Serge did, fire everybody. Just like the little Woody, he fired everybody. Everybody connected with Aunt Carolyn got fired, except me, because I never got hired. So the funny part is, now it's like my business is doing a little bit better, Lo. I'm selling pepper sprays I did a little advertising, so I'm selling pepper sprays. I'm going to see women's groups and all of this stuff. So now I'm selling pepper sprays, right? And selling stun guns, pepper sprays, home locks, security, all of this stuff. I'm telling you, man. And so brought my family on to help me sell, because now they're like, okay, he's making sales. I started out with just a little bit, but then I started making sales. I brought my family on, Lo. Gave everybody, I would say, a safety package. You had stun guns, pepper sprays, pepper pins, all of that. What you think happened, Lo?
Tell me.
I'll tell you. Not nary a cousin brought back my money. I lost all my product, everything, because my cousins sold the stuff and didn't give me my money. My aunt sold the stuff, didn't give me my money. My family sold it and didn't give me my money.
Oh, man.
Because in their minds, this ain't a real job. This is just my cousin. I got to pay this bill. I had an aunt who had $500 worth of stuff. She was connected with the people at the police department. So some of the police guys who was working at the clubs, they bought the stun batons, you know. My aunt had that money. And what she did was she said that she was going to pay me back on Friday because she needed to pay this bill real quick. That was
Okay.
That was about, God, if it's 52 weeks, that means what? 52 Fridays? No, there can't be 52 Fridays a year. Is that right?
Yeah, 52 weeks, 52 Fridays. Yeah.
52 Fridays times 30 years, 52 times, whatever, 50 times 30, 1,500, yeah, 1,500 Fridays, 1,500 Fridays. And So that put me in a position where I was now afraid to work with my family. I'm already, go ahead.
No, just for the chat. You have, I think we have slow mode is on and we can't see nobody.
Oh, okay. Well, hold tight. Let me see. Oh, I just took that off. Okay. We should be good. Hold on. Let me see. Darn it.
Sorry,
guys.
Okay, slow mode is off.
Okay. Check that out now. See what we're looking like.
Yeah, it's off. I'm just waiting for everybody.
All right. So before I told you that when I had my friends in the street, because of certain feelings, I decided it was better for me to work by myself. Because when I'm working with people, sometimes if I do something that they think is this, that, the other, and I said to you that I never got jealous of myself. So I just started working with myself. Now I'm telling you that when I tried to work with my family, I lost all my product.
Wow.
So now I don't want to work with people close. Can't work with family because first you got to pay me for, the stun guns. So I just started, doing everything. It was by myself. I just said, hey, I'll just do it by myself. And so what ended up happening is because I continued to do what I was doing, not inviting friends, not inviting family, now it's almost that people are rooting against me. Because if you don't let me on the train, I hope the train crash.
Wow.
If you don't let me ride the train, I hope your train crash. Not thinking about the last time you was on my train, you trashed the whole cart. You threw all the coal off of the train. The train can't do the choo-choo if all the coal is gone and you threw it off. So now you're upset at me because I don't want you on the train.
People giving away your coal and not giving you your payment.
Listen, man, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you my side and what, how this thing worked out. So let me tell you another part. I've had the one job, real job, which was Burger King. And then this job, one day, this ain't snitching, D. Some money was taken out of the safe. Now, my aunts have always thought that I was the bad apple. I was the one who, if everybody is drinking, I'm the one that's, making sure they drink. If everybody is smoking, I'm the one that went and got the smoke. But guess what, Lo? I don't drink and I don't smoke and I never have. But I was being blamed for my cousins coming home drunk.
Oh, wow.
So when this money was stolen, my aunts and everybody just immediately thought it was me. And they were like, listen, you just need to tell the truth. So get this money back. Tell the truth. And I'm looking out of the side of my eye at my cousin, Zarek. Zarek and his friends stole the money. Is that snitching, D? It's a long time. It was.
I think there's a statute of limitation.
Statute of limitation. Zarek stole the money. My cousin stole the money. But they were all pointing at me. And I was like, I didn't do it. Let me tell you what my cousin did. And I appreciate him to this day for this. Zarek said, okay, I took it. Because he saw how they were badgering me. They were calling me everything outside of a child of God that they could say in front of my mother without causing a fight. They've always thought that about me. They've always said that I must be the one. I must be the one that's causing all of this stuff. And I don't know why. I don't know why my aunts and uncles love my little brother, love my older brother, love my other brother. They love Corey, they love TL, and they love Travis. But they didn't want me to come around.
Wow.
They didn't want me to come around. I knew this because on prom night, and we just getting deep to find out how and why I'm here. My aunt said, I'll let Jarek use it, but not that rod. Yeah. Because they thought I wasn't around, but I heard them. And I was like, why are they going to let Zarek do it? Zarek be doing all this other stuff. Zarek crazy. Zarek is wild. I'm the one that's not drinking. I'm the one that's responsible. I'm the one that when they go to the club, I sleep in the car so they can go in, do all the drinking, and I can drive everybody back and get us there safely. I was a designated driver, but they don't want me to use the car. So I remember Neil, my brother's friend, let me drive his car, but neither here nor there. But that's kind of how my family has seen me, man. And I never understood why they saw me in a light that just almost brought negative. Like, I'm bringing the hellfire, like, no, man, I'm trying to get us together to do something. So you got that. You got the surge. You got me and the people in my family not being able to, in my mind, not being able to trust my family with the product. We got my family accusing me of stealing, but it wasn't me. So one of the things I wrote here, it says about my decision to build my own path. So I was never looking for permission to be great. I was just going to be what I wanted to be. We have different goals, different drives. And the thing about what I am and what I've done is just try to be great. Let me give you guys the next step. This is when I was 22. I had been to the military.
experience before you was 22?
Yes. So I had been to the military because I had to go to the military to, get my mind right. Went to the military for 2 years, got out of the military. Now, I'll tell you, in the military, man, they wanted to keep me in that place, man. They recognized what I brought, and they wanted me to go to officer candidacy school because they were like, you need to be an officer. Listen, man, I'm just a little different. I don't think normal, man. My mind is different, Los. So they wanted me to go to officer candidacy school. If you look at my reviews, man, my reviews were off the chain, but I still was a little hood. And so I'll be honest. Now watch this. Just go. Here's why I didn't advance in the military how I should have. They wanted us to go out to play some Army military games in the middle of the desert called OEC. What was that? Operative training, OEC, desert training. And I said, I'm newly married. I got this new hot wife over here. I ain't going nowhere for no 45, 60 days. Not me. I'll go next time. They said, no. They said, only way you can't go, and I'm being honest, here we go, D, watch this. They said, the only way you can't go is if something you crazy. You know what I said? Then I'm crazy. So guess what they did to me? They said, okay, you want to be crazy?
What?
You want to be crazy? D. Go strap you up and make sure you don't see.
They strapped you up?
What the fuck y'all doing this? You say you crazy? They put me in with people who was crazy.
Wow.
I went to a hospital where the only thing they do is take pills and walk around real slow, like this right here. Hold on. Let me see.
Wow.
That's where I went. And so they're giving me these pills. And it was a real nice, cute little nurse in there. She said, I know what you're doing. And I'm telling you, you don't want to do this. Because they were giving out, watch this, D, lithium, real medicine, Zoloft, real medicine. I said, I'd like to talk to whoever's in charge. After about 2 weeks, I said, I'd like to talk to whoever's in charge of this here facility. What you want to talk about? I'd like to discuss the ramifications of my actions and the way that I found myself in this here facility. I don't think that I made the wisest decision in some of the things that I expressed to my superiors. We needed to understand that I ain't crazy.
You had to uncrazy yourself.
I had to uncrazy myself real fast. Because we was getting into talk to people week. And I don't need to talk to nobody because what they're telling them is way more crazy than what I can make up. And they mean it. The guy that wanted everybody to be on fire, he meant it. I didn't. I just didn't want to go to the desert.
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay, it's out there. I told it. It's the truth. So let me tell you what happened. When I got out, my sergeant was like, "You ready to go now to the desert?" I said, "Absolutely, man. All right, y'all. Okay. The reason they wanted me to go to the desert, you know why they wanted me to go to the desert? I'm gonna be honest.
What's the reason?
Because I was good at what I did, man. I was in control of when the tanks go out and they shoot ordnance. And if the tank malfunctions, you can't kill nobody. You need to have everything working in order for this tank to go out and kill people. That's what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was the best at making sure that whatever equipment you needed to go out and kill people, you had it. Whether it was 2 o'clock in the morning and you needed a thermal receiving unit and nobody else could find it, I could. See, the way the military is set up, you got different divisions. You got to talk to this person. Then you got to get a requisition. You got to do that. Not me. Remember I told you, let's go back to when I knew how to make a deal when I was selling services. So if you need a thermal receiving unit, and I know that this place got it, but the guy who I need to talk to get him to wake up and to sign off, he gonna take 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Then we got to go through this paperwork, and then he may say somebody else need it. I went and got it. My warrant officer and my officers gave me, how would I say this, D? Because they said, "Hey man, watch this." Okay, here it is, D. Watch this. "Hey man, just follow the rules. Get us what we need, but stay within the rules." I said, That's what they needed, and that's what they wanted me out in, and that's why they wanted me out there. Because when those tanks are out there, they could sit for a whole day and not go through finish their training. Because the other guys like, "Well, they told me that we could come back at 7 o'clock and then we could requisition. And once we requisition, I could get you back." They want to shoot tonight.
Now.
I made sure they had it that night. I remember my call. This is Papa Lima Lima, fits you. And I got that TRU. And they say, "Thank you, Papa Lima Lima." And Papa Lima Lima is PLL. I was a PLL clerk, prescribed load list. So I was a PLL TAMS clerk. I dealt with millions of dollars worth of equipment that goes on these tanks. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that I was valuable to and they wanted me there. Nice. But they had to show me a lesson. What they say nowadays, pop around and find out. I messed around and found out I never want to play crazy again. So I went out and did my time. Came back in a couple of months, get a brand new wife, and made a baby. So when I was young and I was used to the street, when I say I ain't want to do something, I don't want to do it. This ain't the best time for me. I'll go next time. That's not how the military works.
You thought you could tell them what to do, right?
Yeah, this is job. What you mean? I don't want to go to the desert right now. I just told you I got a new wife. She's Dominican, young, hot. I ain't going nowhere. You ain't gonna make me.
Oh wow!
So that's me in my 20s in terms of how I operated, and how I operated is get the job done. Get the job done. Get the job done. So now we're getting into some of the things, Lo, and all of this has brought us to what's going on with Jubielee. And let me say this, Lo. I appreciate people for logging on and listening to this story. I appreciate people for taking the time. It's 3 o'clock in our time. What time is it here? 2 o'clock. Okay, it's 2 o'clock here. It's 3 o'clock with you. But I appreciate the people that stopped by, because I sent this message out to probably 15, 20 people, though. And granted, they could be working, they could be doing other things, and and I get it. But many other people that I sent it to, low, I guess they just not interested in knowing and understanding me. And I get it. I have to accept it. But now we're going to get to, again, all of this is revolved around why this Jubielee app and what has pushed me to get to this point. Why did I have the decision that I had to build my own? So now let me tell you about the times as I started this app. We're going to talk about how many times people have tried to take this company from me. Back in 2022, when we were still getting things going, I approached a group. It was a group of Black investors. And the only thing I needed, low, was bridge money. Now, let me explain bridge money. Bridge money is, okay, so I just need a little money to get me across the bridge. Mm-hmm. And so what the bridge money is like when people do transfers, I just have to make sure that I can cover all of those transfers until the actual processing happens. Bridge money, get me to the other side of the bridge. So I didn't need a lot. And so with this group, they said, okay, we went through, they saw the business. But when they looked at the numbers and what this business could do, they gave me an alternate plan. They said, okay, look, we don't want to just give you any money. We want to partner with you. And I thought, okay, partnership. Okay, what that look like? So the way they wanted to do the partnership was, it was two guys. They each wanted 33%. In terms of the break it down. So we break it down, my company, my thoughts, my blood, sweat, tears, as they say, all of that. I'm going to split it 3 ways. They're a partnership. They're a group. But instead of it being their group and my group, they wanted to break it down to where it's 1, 2, 3. So now they got 66% of the company. I asked, well, how does that go with voting rights and things like that? They were like, well, we just vote on how we should move. And, the majority vote wins. So I said, but you two are together. They were like, well, no, but we wouldn't go against you. You've been doing well. So they're saying, no, we won't go against you. Well, what do you mean? You mean, so if you won't go against me and I'm going to have the ability, then why do you need 66%? When they also said that the way we divided the profits would be how much money you put into the investment. So I put 200,000 in, they put 800,000 in, they get 80% of the profit. I said, wait a minute. You got 66% of voting and you're getting 80% of the profit? That's not how this works. That's not how an investment works. Let's just go to the 250 where I don't need any partnership. Just give me the loan so I don't need the money to spend it. I need the money once I already have the money. So here's what I mean by that. I don't need it until I've already got it. So let's just say somebody comes along, Los, and they spend $100. And we charge $104. I'm giving it away. I need to be able to cover that $100, Lo. That's it.
Yes.
Because I'm going to get $104 in a couple of days. And I think that's where people get it mixed up, because when we transfer money, we only get a small percent.
A very small percent.
percent. And not only do we only get a small percent, hold on, let's see. Not only do we get a small percent, not only do we get a small percent, we also split that with the bank. So it's not like, we get the 100. No, we got to give you the 100. So it's like, Jesus, like where are we, man? Like where are we in this? So, to bring that, I guess, like full circle though, they wanted to change everything. And so when I couldn't accept it, they said, that I was making a huge mistake. And I'm like, well, if I sell it, or if I do this deal, that's going to be the biggest mistake because I'm giving you the company. Let's just do the 250 and you make the interest off of that. So they weren't interested in that. They wanted to take the business. So that was the first time. Tell you what we'll do, Lo. Let's take a minute break and look at some of the other things that we're doing. I think we'll show your commercial and the other one. And then we'll come back and talk about the second time, just this past October. What was that? October. That was August, October. I went there, D. Was that August? October? No, it was October, right, brother? October.
Last year.
Yeah, September, October 2024. And we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to tell you what I think happened this year because I'm going to tell it all. So we'll be right back. Let us play a quick video. And again, Lo, I think I got the comments all messed up, so I apologize for that. But anyway, we're gonna play this quick little video and give us a little minute to break, and then we'll be right back. So let's see what we're gonna show. Let's see, what are we gonna show? Oh, this is a guy that didn't believe, and then he did it himself. So hold on, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. We're gonna play both of his. Here we go.
And I'm gonna send you 1,000 pesos. I'm gonna send it to the ATM, Banco Reserve or Banco Popular.
Yo, this is some kind of bank. This is like
ATM. I'm gonna send it to the ATM. All you need to do is go there.
Alicia Martinez Bank.
No, this is real bank, real money.
Juan Pablo Martinez.
No, sir. I'm gonna send it to you at the bank.
Real bank.
Yeah. You don't need a credit card or a bank card. I'm gonna send you the codes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna send you the codes.
Iglesias.
I'm gonna send you the codes. You go to the bank, put the numbers in, and you're gonna get 1,000 pesos.
I get to keep the 1,000.
Yeah, I'm just sending it to you. You know, hey, I'm sending you 1,000
Let's
pesos.
go. Send that shit.
Tony, Anthony, what do you think about Jubielee?
Ooh, girl, I just got 1,000 pesos from the cajero. Sin tarjeta. What's in your wallet? Ding, 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 ding.
There we go. Yeah, so that was Anthony who he didn't believe it. He was like, man, this ain't real. And as soon as he saw it, he was like, man. So Anthony is a firm believer in the app. I wonder if is Anthony on? Let me see. I think Anthony was on. I let him come on and talk about it. But again, man, listen, I do appreciate everybody for coming on and just kind of seeing this because all of this started. Los, you want to give a recap so we can kind of bring people up because they may have started in the middle. You can give a recap of just what we're talking about today. I'll give you the floor.
Wow. It's been an interesting year, man, so far. The main reason why for this show, we want to talk about how a lot of us are complaining about the wrong things, worrying about why things is lagging, why things is not processing fast enough, what they normally used to see with the app. And let's touch on that real quick.
Okay, so let's touch on that. People want to know why the app lags. Well, let me tell you why we're having the problems. We are constantly getting hacked. We get about 9 million hits every single day. So here's what people are doing. when you log into our app, you have to get an OTP code, right? So we send you that email. As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up just so you can see what people are doing. What people are doing daily. So what ends up happening is they spam Gmail, Yahoo, they spam all these servers in our name, because when we send you the email, you see the reply to address. They take that reply to address, they stick it onto a spam bot, and then we get the spam. So we get emails like this. Hold on. I'm gonna, can I bring it up? I'm trying to think if I have that access on this computer. I don't think I have access on this computer, but I do have access to my, hold on. Here we go. Here's what I'll do. I'll go to my Skype. I'm gonna go to my Skype and I'm gonna pull it up so they can see, Lo. So what they'll be able to see is, hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on. You'll be able to see how people steal our information, send it to bots, and why we get people saying, I can't get my code. We can't get the code because people are actively trying to stop you from getting the code. We have lag because people are signing up for the app and then having all these different signups, 2,000-3,000 signups with all 2,000-3,000 trying to join at the same time. Mm-hmm. So what I've had to do is just fight it. We've had to fight a lot of that. Like, seriously, we have to fight it. I'm trying to see if I can bring it up. Wait a minute. How can I can search for it? I just type in, let me just type in hack, because I know I've said that word a lot in my group. Okay, so that's why we have lag sometimes, guys, for real. It's simply because we're dealing with other issues. We're dealing with people taking email servers. We're dealing with people having, let me tell you. So we shared our code with a couple of people who were talking about wanting to buy into the business. So what these people did, and this is the first time I'm revealing this, so now they know that I know. But what these people were doing is they had a copy of our code. And so in the code is like where we have the email and how we go out and get it. So what they would do, and I'm letting them know that I know what you were doing and I stopped it. So continue to try to do what you're doing, but I know what you did last summer. And I know what you did in January and December and November. I know, just so that you know. I want you to know, if you're watching this show, know that I know that you have been using my code and stealing the email and stealing the passwords and sending it to spam bots, because what I did was I changed all the servers, and the old code still had the previous servers. And then I changed the password on the old server to make you think that I was changing the password, and you took that old password and sent it to a spam bot so that it could happen again, not knowing that I'd set that up as a test just to check. So I know what you were doing. I just want to let people know that I am no fool, and I've been dealing with people that have said they want to be a part of what I'm doing. And these are things that people don't understand when they say, well, why is it lagging, or why is it doing this? It's because, not because the app is glitching, it's because people are constantly trying to shut it down. Now, one of the things that you said, Lo, you said that people were saying in the group that, you know, it has bugs, it has this. Not necessarily bugs, but it has things. It's not. Listen, man. My budget for all of this is my budget, like my budget. When you talk about Western Union and Remitly and all these places, you say, oh, these apps run fine. These apps run great. Well, you do know that they have 50 programmers working around the clock to make sure. So it's not that the app works great. It's just that when somebody exploits something, then they're able to fix it quickly so you never see it. I simply don't have the team of 50 people that's working around the clock to catch everything. You think that the app has no problems. You think people aren't having issues, but it's when a few people have an issue, they're able to fix it immediately. When I have a problem, then I've got to kind of work around it and make it happen. But again, in the 4 years that we have been on, there's not one person who has not received their money. There's not one person that can say, I didn't get my money with Jubielee, because believe you me, we've got people that use the app and it almost hurts them to use it because they don't want it to work. They use it because it works and they want to send it real quick, but they don't want to embrace it because, let me tell you this quick story and then we'll go to a quick break. But let me tell you this story. I heard this and I want to share it because it's very true. If you Google it, you'll see research. It's called the monkeys in the water. And I've said this once before, but let me tell you about monkeys in the water. Monkeys are deathly afraid of water, right? So what researchers did, they put bananas at the top of the cage. And then when the monkeys tried to go up and get the banana, they would spray the monkey and spray the people at the bottom. I mean, the monkeys at the bottom. They're not people, the monkeys at the bottom. So the monkeys go crazy. So every time a monkey had the nerve to go and try to get a banana, they would spray them, but not only spray them, they would spray the other monkeys. The monkey started saying or started doing this. When somebody went to go get the banana D, the other monkeys would beat the hell out the monkey trying to go get something. You know why? Because they said, we don't want the water. They would beat the hell out of the monkey because they said, we don't want the water. So then here's what the researchers did. They replaced one monkey that got hit with water with a monkey that was brand new, never got hit with water. So now the other 4 monkeys, they're not going to get that banana because they know about the water. But when new monkey went to go get the banana because he said, shit, there's some bananas up there. Y'all don't see that? When he went to go get the banana, the other 4 monkeys grabbed and beat the hell out of him. So he tried to do it again. They grabbed, beat the hell out of him again. He doesn't understand, but what now he understands is, I better not go and get that banana. So guess what they do, Lo? Now, mind you, we have 4 monkeys that have been hit with water. One monkey that's never been hit with water, but when he tried to go get the banana, they beat the hell out of him. They removed another monkey that had got hit with water. So now you've got 2 new monkeys and 3 old monkeys. 3 old monkeys got hit with water. 1 new monkey never got hit with water, but he ain't climbing up that tree because he got the hell beat out of him. Then guess what happened? New monkey starts climbing. And the other 4, 3 who got hit with water that said, oh, you better not. And one of them that's just going to beat the hell out of him because that's what you do if somebody climb the tree. The 4 monkeys beat the hell out of him. So this went on where they replaced all the monkeys who have been hit with water. Now you have monkeys who have never been hit with water, but anytime somebody or another monkey tries to climb the tree, they beat the hell out of him. So that's what happened with us. Anytime somebody wanted to do something, they whipped them I want to read. Whip him. I want to run away. Whip him. I want to get married. That lady cute. Whip him. I want more out of life. Whip him. And what we do as a people and what those guys did in the group is when they see me climbing that tree to get the banana, they want to beat the hell out of me and don't even know why. The only thing they know is that we're not supposed to be going to get that banana. But I'm not afraid to go get the banana, so I'm trying to figure out, guys, why won't we go get the banana? And no one can explain to me why I shouldn't have a company that deals with money, because the money is in the money. Listen to me, Lo. The money is in the money. Why would guys tell you that you are promoting it too much? Why would black men tell another black man that they're promoting another black man? They're promoting another black man doing something that's done by white people, that you're doing it, you're promoting too much. You're talking about, you're trying to get the banana. Do you know what's going to happen? Nothing. I get the banana and share it with everybody. Then we're all eating bananas. I'm going to say something now. I got Shelby. Shelby just said, wow. And if you guys are in the group, go ahead and chat. Can they chat? Let me tell you about Shelby. I've seen this brother help so many people. One thing Shelby told me, Shelby said, hey man, I'm going to support you. And let me tell you something, and Shelby supports me. And I know it, let me tell you, it cost him. Shelby supports me. And Shelby, if I'm lying, you tell the group. Shelby supports me, even though people that he may love says, I don't want you to use that. I want you to use something else. Shelby says, I'm using. Now, he's had to do it at certain times because of certain things, but Shelby says, no, I'm supporting this guy. If you want to get this, then you need to get it this way. And I know it cost him. I know it cost him to have to support me, but he understands the bigger picture.
Wow.
The problem that we have is that as a people, we are so afraid when somebody else wants to do something because, number one, we think we're going to get left behind. It's almost like I'm building a secret weapon and I just need everybody to circle around me, protect me so I can get it built so that we all can win. But people think, well, if he builds it, listen, guys, I want one person to say to me that I've always just wanted everything for myself. Anybody that's listening, tell me when I have wanted everything for myself and not been ready to share with other people. Oscarina, ¿cómo estás? Hoy es en inglés porque esta program es fuerte, es profundo. But here's what I'm saying, guys, and people may be watching this after the fact. I'm going to say it. Let me say this, because watch this, Lo. I'm going to say it. I'm looking at the camera. I need your help. I think that's what a lot of people may want to hear me say, because if it looks like, oh man, what? I need your help, because the more you support me, the stronger that I can be, and the more that I can do to help other people that's around me. I support Pies and Fries. I support other businesses. Pies and Fries is a group. I mean, not a group, but it's an endeavor by Daryl and Shelby. Listen, they're going to be selling. I mean, they're going to have pizzas, rotisserie chicken, all types of things. I'm telling you, I saw the spot. I'm definitely going to, they're definitely going to be accepting Jubielee. I've already been giving people, hey, if you got Jubielee, go and get the pizza for free. Pay for it with Jubielee, because I want to support other businesses. But listen, guys. The problem that we have, and I'm just being honest, we are afraid of somebody else climbing a tree, and we don't even know why. I can tell you that guys right now are afraid to help.
Can you just pin Oscarina last comment? Just pin it.
Which one? What'd she say? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something to this. Many brothers, and I'm speaking to the brothers, many brothers, you refer to the Dominican Republic as a third world country, as this, that, the other, and you act as if it's a different quality of life, this, that, the other. This is a Dominican woman that is saying, you must understand that they will wage war on you because they know that the application is better than many that are here and around the world.
That hit my heart.
Gracias, Oscarina, para estas palabras. What she just said means that she understands the significance of what this app can be. Make sure I look in the camera. She understands. Ascarina entiendo. But many of us look at countries and say, oh, it's a third world country. Well, in this third world country, ¿cómo es posible que Ascarina entiendo más de ti?
Look at the word she used. Waged war. Not argue. Not want to throw stones. They want to wage war against Jubielee. Wow. She took it to another level.
Jubielee is the first app that is real and that finds others, because in your videos, we see everything. Tell me when Western Union has been out in the community. Tell me when Western Union has been out in the community giving back. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers, 3,000 hours of people watching, which is why I said watch it at night when nobody, when you go to sleep, put it on the YouTube channel, play all the videos, because 100% of the money that we get from YouTube, we want to give back to the community. I don't want to make money off YouTube. I make money off of Jubielee. Yo no necesito dinero de YouTube. YouTube es para la gente. Yo quiero que tú transferencia dinero. That's how I want to survive. The YouTube is for the people. But again, third world country, and she understands the significance of this app. more than educated people from the grand old US of A.
Oh man. America.
In the grand old US of A, we have people saying that you, Losa, black man, you are promoting an app way too much. God damn it. Everybody should be promoting it if you're sending money or if you know somebody that's sending money. Come on, man.
When is it wrong to share something that's good?
And if you don't want to use it because you say, well, it's hard or it doesn't work, I understand. But there's an old saying that says, you don't have to help me, but please don't stop me. Move out of my way. Don't try to block me. You don't have to help me, but please don't stop me. Just move out of my way and don't try to block me. That's it. That's it. And I'm saying it again, just so that we are clear. I need your help to grow this business. I cannot do it alone. There are so many things that I want to do with this business. So many things that I need to do with this business. I'm connected with a bank right now that will allow me to, very shortly, they're opening a treasury account. No, let me say this, and again, if you don't believe this, ask Lo. I remember that Lo was in a situation. No, situation. Ask Lo something else. Let me say this. That was a situation that Lo needed taken care of, and other people with his friends and people that, hey man, I've got this. Can you help me with that? And I've helped. But let me tell you where that help has landed me at certain times. And why I have to be cautious. I was in a couple of meetings with brothers that look like me, sound like me. And these brothers literally wanted to run a scam on me. Let me tell you, the skinny. They told me that they were working with an organization. I shall name that organization. That organization was the Association of Electrical Engineers. The Association of Electrical Engineers. They told me that they were working with this group and they were going to transfer like $9 million. They wanted to run it through me. I would make about 400 grand. Just being honest. I said, man, that's a good deal. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready for this. These brothers gave me a signed document from the CEO of the organization. The Society of National Association of what did I say? Electrical Engineers. So okay. Losa, let me tell you, bro. They ran $500,000 worth of transactions, and just like clockwork, bam! I didn't have a problem processing. But Lo, you know, when I did my background, the document they gave me, I called the Association of Electrical Engineers and was like, because I just wanted to make sure. Lo, they had me talking to somebody, definitely not the CEO. They had paperwork signed, definitely wasn't the CEO. And they caused me $477,000 to go against me. And they disappeared. And the thing is that now I'm left with that. They ruined a relationship that I had with one of the largest banks in the world that had everything open for me. Now, let me tell you what happened. Some of the guys were like, oh, the app is glitching, this, that, the other. Well, let me tell you what I had to do. Since we want to be honest, let me tell you what I had to do. I had to go to PayPal and Stripe and all these different places and platforms to try to build a quick way to keep being in business. I had to go to Stripe. I had to do, okay, so now I'm working through Stripe. I'm not making any money because Stripe charges the same thing that I charge. But I can't raise the price on my people. I'm just trying to stay in business. I'm trying to stay in business. So what I was doing was just simply, so then guess what Stripe did? All of the money that I got from people that were transferring money, that I sent money to, Stripe said, oh, you're doing a business like us. We don't want you to do that. We're going to send all the money back. So everybody that sent money, Stripe sent it right back.
Wow.
So now I'm in a situation where this is March, April, May, June, July of 2024. All the money I sent, they sent it back, minus their fees.
So to make
fees, D, and sent the money back to the people.
So to make people understand, those people was credited back their money.
If you sent $500 to your loved one or your lust one, and then 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, they sent that $500 back to you and stopped me from sending money.
That was another loss?
That was another loss. Now, let me tell you, you probably don't remember, you, Shelby, a few other people, I called you guys and I was like, hey man, listen, you probably remember, I was like, hey man, the charge kind of went back. So here's what I'm going to do. If I could just, if you got Zelle or if you could do this and send it to me. You did it. I remember Shelby. But yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just got to get off the camera real quick.
Okay. So what happened was, and I'll finish, let those get off the camera. So what happened was, I took that total. I had to deal with that. So when people are like, hey, the app is this, or why is it I'm trying to use my credit card and it's not working? It's because they've just tried to shut me down. And I've got to think of a way around it so that I can keep providing the service to you and not just say the hell with it. Not just say the hell with it. So this hasn't been easy, but I will say this, and I've got to do this publicly. There was one incident, and I wrote this down, guys. Like I said, I've been, I wanted to make sure I didn't leave a lot of things. That was an incident where Oh no, before I go there, let me tell you guys. Wow, Oscarina is on fire. Yep. And I appreciate the Payanos. You know, they really it's sisters and family. They have really been working to make this thing work. And the guys, let me tell you, we've got some things that's coming. We're going to be able to do so much more. I just got to take it step by step. Let me tell you one of the other things. So I went and met with this guy, and I met with this gentleman, and he was supposed to be an investor. So I said, okay. This guy, his name was Daryl out of Atlanta. So I went to the meeting, and he was sitting in the meeting like this. He was like this. This is the type of guy that, because he's kind of had some good luck in business and the things that went his way, he begins to think that it's all about him and that he is just all this, and that if you aren't currently on his level, then you don't deserve the respect. So he's sitting back like this, and I'm trying to present to him. I'm trying to present to him. So I tell him about the app and how it works, and I said, listen, so you know this is real. You tell me how much you want me to send to the person. We'll send it, and then we'll ask them how fast they have it in their wallet or their bank account. So he said, send $14.83. I said, okay. So I did $14. He just said, Jubielee, gracias. So then we called the Dominican Republic and said, put it on speakerphone, say, hey, we just sent you some money. Check your bank account and see how much is in there. She said, $14.83. I said, I'm thinking, job done. You see it. And he's looking at his watch. I'll never forget that. He's looking at his watch like this. Because I told him less than 5 minutes. So he's like this. It was less than 2 minutes. When it done, when I said, okay, I said, you see it, so you believe it? He said, I don't believe it. I said, I was thinking he was going to be like, wow. He said, I don't believe it. I said, I'm sorry, what don't you believe? I don't believe it's going to work. I said, but you just saw it work. Like, you know, we called it the Dominican Republic. Do you need me to send it again so you can kind of see what you just saw? No, I'm just saying I don't think it's going to work. I said, wait a minute. Let me be clear what you're saying. Because now I'm getting a little ways. I said, are you saying that it won't work or the app doesn't work? I'm really saying both. I said, so let's go with what we do know. You're saying that the app won't work, but you just saw it work. Yeah, I mean, but I just saw it one time. How many times do you need to see it? How many times you need to see it, sir? Do you need me to do it again? Because I can do this all day, and it's going to work. Maybe you should just think about selling. Well, wait a minute. This is what he said. Well, wait a minute. I just thought about something, which probably is not a good idea for you to be thinking about something you don't know shit about. But here's what I'm saying. He says, why won't they use Cash App? I mean, they just can use Cash App. And this is going to take me to the next part where I have to make sure. I wanted to say, stupid. Here's the thing. Cash App is not international. You do know that Zelle is only for the United States, right? And it's not with every bank. What do you mean you in the Dominican Republic can use Cash App? It's impossible. They don't have it here. That's why I'm doing Jubielee. Because I'm going to give the Cash App experience for people outside of the U.S. Why are you thinking that the whole world revolves around the U.S.? So that guy, I said, okay. But that's been part of my motivation to say, it's jokers like that say things like, why don't they use this? So you know what I did, Los? You know what I did? Well, that's not what I did. I didn't call you and bother the show.
I'm sorry.
Here's what I did. I said, okay, I'm going to take your doubt and I'm going to do something that now I said I'm going to include Zelle in my app. So now you can use Zelle, and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something right now. This is, Hans said, no, this is an American guy. This is an American guy here in Atlanta. But I'm going to show you guys something right now. If you're stayed on this long enough, because we've been talking for about an hour, 45 minutes. And I've taken you guys all the way back to when I started and taken you up to here. I've told you guys about the experiment that they did with the monkeys and why when I'm climbing up, people are trying to knock me down. They don't even know why. But if we can stop and say, don't beat him up. Help him get the banana because what are we afraid of? Why are we afraid of somebody making it? But let me stick to the point that I was getting ready to make. And the point I was getting ready to make, and I know when Hansha was saying, and I'll have his card in a little bit, but what I was looking to say was this. Darn it, Los, where was I at?
You were just switching from.
Somebody help us. Bring us back on track. Bring us back on track. Come on, help us. Bring us back on track. But I was trying to. I had so many things going on in my mind. Darn it, and I lost my train of thought. Darn it.
We just went from the monkey to the bananas. You were just giving scenarios of how we got here. You know what I'm saying?
I was getting ready to say something. Darn it. That's fine. I'll get it back. If anybody can help us in the room, help us out. Let us know where I left off at, because I actually forgot.
We were still talking about the New York meeting. You didn't finish the New York meeting.
The New York meeting
with the billionaire.
Okay. So the New York meeting with the billionaire.
Last thing you said, he proposed to purchase it from you.
So yeah, let me go there. So he proposed to purchase it from me. But here's the skinny on that. When you buy something, normally there's a cost associated with it. So again, when the proposal was to buy the company, but the return was stock in somebody else's company, that was, now if it was stock, okay, let me say it this way. If Microsoft was coming to buy and Microsoft stock is X, right? There's a price associated with Microsoft. So if Microsoft said, we're going to give you 1 million shares of our stock for your company, and I look and say, Microsoft. First of all, I'm shaking. I'm like, damn, Microsoft. I'll be like, D, look up Microsoft. What is it going for? Shit, you said $38 a share. Okay, shit, that's 38 million. I've got to think this one through. What is it going for? 100? Oh shit, that's 100 million. I've got to really think it through, you know. But currently, their stock is not public. This is what happens if they go public in November of 2025. So I just said no, because it wasn't conducive. Could have been a good deal, but I just couldn't sell everything and not get nothing. I couldn't sell everything and get nothing. That's D. That's D right there. And so this is true. I'm coming to you, giving you the real deal. That's what I was saying, Lo. I was talking about, why are we afraid to let somebody go get the bananas? Because it's going to eventually help us all. See, you might be afraid, not you, Lo, I'm saying, but it might be guys that are afraid to go for what they really want to do because they've got to be safe. I've asked my brother to join me. My brother like, man, hold on. You need to be a little more secure. I have to respect that. Everybody ain't ready to take no damn leap of faith. I get it.
Exactly.
It's my bro.
Same thing with Bitcoins. Everybody's telling everybody about Bitcoin. Now look, everybody.
Yeah. These like you still don't believe in the Bitcoin, you know, and that's fine. But here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what I'm really saying here today is, I'm the guy that will take the chance. And if I make it to the top and I can grab some bananas, I'm not eating 500 bananas by myself. Have you lost your mind? Let me tell you something. And this is, hey, I'm getting ready to share with you some real stuff. This is my brother, my older brother. And my older brother, he wants to help people. And my older brother says, look him up, comedian TL Fitz. My older brother says that his thing is like, when God blesses him with a whole lot, he gonna help a lot of people. And I think he means it. I think if God bless my brother with a lot, he gonna help a lot of people. But God can't trust you with a lot if you're not willing to bless people when you got a little. Wow. Anybody will give a little when you got a lot, but will you give a lot when you got a little? When I was going through, let me tell you a story. When I was going through that situation where my bank wasn't working with me because of the damn fraud, $500,000, when we couldn't process, when I'm losing $8,000 to $10,000 of money that's went away, I had a history of sending. Whenever I go to the grocery store, cuando yo voy por no Las Arenas, pero Supermercado Nacional. When I go for Supermercado Nacional, all of the guys that you give groceries, the baggers, they all work on tips in 3-month intervals. They just work for 3 months and then they do that. Okay. So escucha mis palabras and listen to my words. Every time I buy something, whatever change I got, I share with them. It's times I've gave 10 people 100 pesos. That's 1,000 pesos. Damn near $20. Guys, I say, how many guys are working? They say 7, 6. And I say, give everybody, But you know what they started to do, Lo?
Listening.
They started to say 12 people are working, and it was only 4 or 5.
And they try to buck the system, huh?
I had one guy tell me, he said, Señor, lo siento. Yo siento mal. I feel bad. Porque mi equipo, ellos tienen mentira. There's only 6 people working. They told you that was 9. Also, when you give one guy the money, you tell him to give it to everybody. He only gives it to the people that he like. He doesn't give it to everybody. So I said, darn it. But in the midst of that, got you. He said Zelle. He got me. In the midst of that, we were talking about Zelle. In the midst of that, what happened was I was going through it. I done lost 8,450, 60, 79 is on my head. So with that, you can hear me? I still had to continue giving. So even when I'm going through, I continue to give to them because that's how I am. Like, okay, because I believe that what I was going through was just for the moment. It wasn't what I was going to be in. It's just a test. We came out of that test. We stayed focused. It's something that you said, and I'll let you share what you said when you talked about, I don't know how you said, I don't know how you. Go ahead, Lo. I'll let you do that, and then I'll talk about this Zelle.
Man. Alex shared some personal things with me concerning Jubielee. Me as a man, I would have broke down and cried. I would have did everything. Alex kept that smile of his on, and he just kept working. He just kept pushing it. Even though he's being stabbed, being thrown rocks at, money being taken from his account, he still kept it pushing with a smile. You never knew this man was hurting behind scene. And I just didn't understand how and why you're doing it.
The name of this app is called Jubielee, and I named it after my mother. My mom was Aunt Jubie. And so anytime I think, damn, man, I understand that, I'm in it. You heard the thing, get rich or die trying, or I'm going to do it. I'm in this. I'm in it. And as I was going through all of that, I know that tomorrow will come. And let me tell you where I got that from. This goes back to, watch this, D. This goes back to like 1999, 2000. Man, I was having a hell of a time dealing with a divorce. I was actually going through a divorce. Let me tell you something. You're not going through a divorce until you're going through a divorce. You know what I mean? So you're not going through a divorce till you're going through a divorce. So there's paperwork involved, and you're really going through it. So I was going through this kind of nasty divorce. and not nasty from the standpoint of what you want, this, that, the other, but just the fact of a lot of things going on. And I had to learn, Los, that whether I stayed mad 5 minutes or if I stayed mad 24 hours, tomorrow would come. Tomorrow is going to come. So I could either work to make tomorrow better or sit and let tomorrow come and we have the same day that we had today. So when things were kind of going, off for me, I just continued to focus on the plan. And the plan was we're gonna get it popping. So I did talk about like Zelle and things like that. So one of the things I wanted to show was when Shelby said, you crazy. Shelby said, damn, you crazy, right? But let me tell you guys something. And this one hurt. This one hurt. Let me tell you why. D here, all my guys. I had another billionaire. Look, I had another billionaire approach me through some lawyers. And they, what they told me? They said, listen, we want you to take over all of Latin America. Your app is amazing. And I was like, finally, somebody understands. Tell me what you need. And I was like, man, I'm trying to think. I mean, I could use 200,000, maybe 3, 4. No. Tell me what you need. Oh man, and it brought me to this point. Let me do this. And again, we're gonna wrap up, but let me tell you, I was traveling, and I was going to, take Delta, and I was going to get these 2 guys lunch that work at Delta, 2 young guys. And I was like, hey guys, I got some time. Come on, let's go. These guys always help me. I said, let me get you lunch. I said, order what you want. Order what you want. So they went, and then they were looking at the menu. Watch this, D. Steaks, pollo y arroz, rice and beans. Steak, rice and beans. So I said, order what you want, guys. So they picked the 300 peso. So I said, okay. So when we got, hold on. Let me handle something. Okay, hold on. Let me let them know. Hold on. So when we got there, here we go. Because listen, we're doing this in the middle of the show, and business is happening. So some people are like, what's going on? I can't get my money. Like, hold tight, relax. We got you. Do the Neto SBN. Where's my code? I don't know. Okay. So get this. Darn it, Losa, grab me. I'm losing it. Where was I at?
Delta. They was looking at the steak or the chicken.
Steak. So they ordered the cheap food. So we sat down. I said, let me ask you something, guys. I said, why did you order that and you didn't order the steak? And the guy said, well, to be honest, but they said in Spanish, so it's probably not exactly what they said, but it was close. So I'm going to tell you what I think they said. They speak English too. So they said, we didn't want to order anything too much. I said, but remember, I told you to order what you want. So what is it that you want? They were like, we really would like to try that steak. I said, so let me tell you something. Since you bought this other food, I'm not going to buy 2 steaks, but I am going to buy 1. And you guys going to try this steak. Y'all going to have to get half. I ain't going to buy that. I told you to get what you want. And So I say that to say when this, and so when you're going to be blessed, don't, if somebody say, hey, what you want, tell them what you want. If somebody tells you, hey, I want to be a blessing or whatever, order what you want. So I take that to me and the billionaire. When he asked me what I wanted, I was doing the same thing. Well, shit, I ain't trying to ask for too much, because I don't want to. And then I remembered what I told the guys. Ask for what you want. So I did this right here. Here's what I want. That's what I told him, Los.
I like that.
You see what that number is?
Yes.
I said, that's what I want. And Los, the billionaire, they said, okay, that's what you're going to get.
That's what he said.
How long did they say it, Los? Hold on. Okay, yes, see, guys, business is happening. Yeah, I had to let them know. Hang tight, I got you. Okay, so let me get back to this story real quick because I'm gonna do two things at once.
And push mine through.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No, it's 4:00. What's happening? Hold on, guys. We need to take a hold on.
Let's do a Jubielee break.
All right, guys. Listen. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna finish this story, and then we're gonna go to a minute break because I got to make sure that we got business going on here. We got business. So I said I wanted this much. And they said yes. I got the paperwork. I got the bank letter. I got all of these wonderful things. Los, they told me that I should talk to a bank, try to buy a bank. With this, yeah. So, look, I'm in meetings with small banks in Dominican Republic.
Wow.
Because we're going to buy a bank because
we can help out 349 million people in this country.
But Lo, remember I told you we had a couple of times where people was trying to, what did I say? Take the business, if you will, or do something. You want to see what ended up happening in that situation?
Listening.
My mother used to say, I can show you better than I can tell you. Watch this, guy. You ready? Hold on. You ready?
I'm ready.
You see that? This website has been seized. This domain has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, blah, 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 blah.
Who's that website?
Hold on. Let me come back. Let me come back. But that's what happened, man. I'm giving them all my banking information. I'm ready for the deposit. And man, it's god darn Ponzi scheme. Now, I've went and talked with banks. I've went and talked with card companies. I've went and talked with ATM machines owners or manufacturers because I want smart ATM machines. Everything is going to be integrated. It wasn't real.
Wow. Did they get any money out of you?
They didn't. With my information, they used my information in a way that they compromised my bank accounts by using my bank accounts as if they were the deposit accounts for this money and this and that. So they had, I was just wrapped up in some mess. All the while, all the while, banks, fraud, Stripe, this, and somebody wants to tell you that you shouldn't promote the app so much because it got a glitch. It glitches a little bit. Did you get your money?
Did you get your money? Oh, can I bring up one situation
Yes,
that has nothing to do with Jubielee? The Android situation. Let's talk about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow. Recently, Android is an iOS system for Samsung. They sent out an email to all Android users.
Oh my God.
I need you to talk about that. It caused a commotion, boy. Jubielee is stealing information. Please, this app is whatever term they use, fraudulent or warning. Oh my God. Over nothing. Breathe.
Google and Android. I've worked my tail off to build these clients up. You've worked your tail off. Everybody, we're working to build trust. And when we ask for your contacts on the app, we say, we'd like to have access to your contacts. Now, why we need access to your contacts? Because when you give us access to your contacts, now you can see who has Jubielee. And you see everybody in your contact list that has Jubielee. If they don't have Jubielee, just like any other app. So here's the thing. We only ask, hey, can we get your contacts? And you say yes, and we say, okay. What Google did to us, and I'm going to write them a letter today because it's pissing me off. What Google did was they sent out, it was almost like it was personal. They sent out messages almost every day saying that Jubielee is asking for your contacts. They could be stealing information. Delete this app. It's crazy. I said, what the? 3 o'clock in the morning, sending it to people, scaring everybody. We lost about 30 to 40% of our users. And the only thing they wanted us to do was to say this. We want to get your app and we want your contacts so that you can now see other users on Jubielee. That's the only thing we changed. Instead of just asking for your contacts, we then were specific. We want your contacts so that now you can see who has Jubielee. And that's the only way you can see who has Jubielee is if we have access to your contact. If we don't have access to your contacts, how can you send money to your contact? But your friends jumped on it and they were like, oh, we told you. Oh, we knew it was stealing.
They thought they had us, boy.
They thought that it was, oh, we said, and then guess what happened? We fixed it, and then it all went away. And then Google said, update the app. They got a new version, update it. But I thought you just said we could be stealing. Why would you tell people to upgrade to an app that is possibly stealing? But that's what the haters and the detractors wanted. This is what they wanted all along. This is what they wanted. They wanted to say, I knew it. I had somebody that messaged me 3 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm working at 3 o'clock in the morning. So they were like, I mean, what's going on? And listen, let me tell you something. When stuff was going right and stuff, never messaged me. Always using another app. Always using another service. So why are you messaging me at 3 in the morning telling me what Google done told you? You don't even use the app. You still use the other service because you don't want to see.
Boy, I was getting messages like, whoa, what is this? I told you, look at this, look at that. And this is the best part about it. You fixed it in 1 hour.
Right.
In 1 hour. And all the haters, they went back.
You just had to change the language. But I'm like, why is Google saying this? They just could have came to me and said, hey, bro, change the language on that. You know, just because people could be confused. They just need to know why you need the contacts. They could have just come to me and said that. They were sending that message out as if like they were like someone cracked Equifax or something. So here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. Nobody messaged you and said, "Oh, damn, bro, you were right. It was nothing."
Oh no! Are you crazy?
They are waiting because the monkey that's going to get the bananas, it looks like something's up, and we want to beat his ass.
They tried. Didn't work.
Listen, I need your help. Is that what you need to hear? Let me tell you something that I mentioned that I want to do, and I've got to do this part. In the midst of all those things going on, in the midst of me going through all of that, I had a user, a loyal, a good user, right? He uses the app a lot. And he was in the Dominican Republic, and he was like, listen, I want to do this thing, get the money out of the machine. So here's what happened. He goes to get the money out of the machine. He calls me and says, hey, man, I got to get the money out of the machine, and I put the code in, I did everything, and it didn't give me my money. I said, no problem. I said, hold on. So when I go to check the system, watch this. When I go to check the system, I see it says paid. So let me tell you what's going on. For whatever reason, the machine says it gave you the money. I sit in the screenshot. It says paid. He said, no, bro, I'm telling you, I didn't do it. I said, well, hold tight, man. Hold tight. Let me tell you, sometimes this happens. And I said, so explain to me what you did. I said, because remember, I told you, don't do it until you talk to me. I'm going to walk you through it. He said, no, I understand. I understand. I said, so tell me what you did. He said, okay, so first thing I did, I put in my phone number. I said, stop right there. You shouldn't have put your phone number in. That's not. It said phone number or cellular. Remember, I told you to wait for me. So now I'm like, I told him to wait. So he put his phone number in twice, which caused the machine to look at it as some type of error, like this. What is, So I said, okay, remember I told you to wait for me. If you would have waited for me, I would have told you to put in the cellular, then put in the thing. So he's telling me why the machine should not, or why it should work if it says phone number or cellular. And I'm trying to explain to him, I don't care what it says in the machine. I'm telling you how it works. So we're going back and forth on why it didn't work the way it should have. And I'm like, it ain't my machine, sir. We have to follow their rules. So he kept talking. And I said, but let me. And he's continually telling me stuff that's wrong about how it should work. And what I know is that I am in customer service and my job is to service the customer. But at this moment, I was going through a lot with other stuff and he wasn't following directions. So
I'm sorry. Could you just let the people know what time in the morning was this conversation?
2:00 in the morning.
4 a.m. in the morning.
We started at 2, but at 4:00, I'm saying it was a 2-hour conversation. It was a 2-hour conversation, like going continuous. And I'm like, you're not.
Let's just pause one more time.
Yeah.
You was available at 2:00 in the morning to help a customer.
Absolutely.
He wasn't transferred to someone else saying we are closed.
No.
You have to wait till 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm. You can't be closed because you need help and I'm here to help you.
At 2:00 in the morning.
If you don't believe me, talk to Kalo K in Punta Cana. I wish I can get him on. Kalo K in Punta Cana. Look out for Kalo K TV. Kalo K TV. Kalo K TV out of Punta Cana. He'll call me at 3:00 in the morning with an emergency. They need to transfer $3,000 at 3 in the morning.
Dollars, not pesos.
Dollars. 3 in the morning because they're at a gentleman's club and the gentlemen want to be gentlemanly.
What was Western Union open?
No.
No, they close at 9:00.
Sometimes 7.
Oh, wow.
The banks, no, they needed it. And Kalo K TV. And I told him, I said, man, I need a video. I need people to know what's happening here. Like, people need to understand. So this was 2:00 to 4:00. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was very, very tired of the conversation because he wasn't listening. And I said something to him that I should not have said. So publicly, I want to apologize to him for that conversation. It doesn't matter what happens, how people aren't responding. It's whatever it was, he didn't understand it. Even if I explained it 1,000 times, I didn't explain it well enough for him to understand or to his satisfaction. And so at that moment, I said something. Yeah, I said something. I said something along the fact of if he would, I'll say it this way. Hey, sir, if for one moment you would stop talking, it's possible that I can give you this great information and then it'll work. But you keep talking, and that's why you can't hear what the world I'm saying. That's kind of what I should have said and what I meant, but it didn't come out that way. And as a man talking to another man, well, shit, we shouldn't have been talking at 4 o'clock in the morning, because usually when you're talking at 4 o'clock in the morning, Oscarina, normal, cuando hombre hablo con 4 a.m., tú sabes diferentes palabras. But I'm talking business with another man at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you know, I hit my limit. So I did say some things that I shouldn't have said. So I want to publicly apologize to him again, you know, to say that I was wrong. And, you know, I love to kind of move past it, because, again, it's difficult for a man to support you if you kind of, you know, said some things out of the way. That's just life. If I want to go let me give you an example. I'm a vegetarian. I like salmon. And if I went to a place that had great salmon and I said, hey, man, what's going on with the salmon? And the guy was like, shut your fucking mouth, mother. I probably wouldn't want to eat salmon at their establishment. So I do understand that, you know, I was out of line. And I hope that, you know, coming to him as a man to apologize, you know, that, you know, he can definitely accept that. And that's why I said I wanted to do it publicly, do it here so that it's on the record. And then if you schedule something privately, you know, we'll have a discussion low. But I do understand. So, of course, if somebody kind of has those type of feelings, you know, they're looking for something, you know, a reason, because the thing is, app works. But if you've got other things going on, then you don't care if it work or not, you know, because of what I may have said or done. So I am responsible for that. And as a man, I'm apologizing, and we'll do it. I've done it publicly. Privately, we'll do it again. And just to make sure that he understands that, again, no one understands like what you're going through sometimes. And at that moment, I promise you that just, you know, him not listening just pushed my buttons. And I, you know, I lost my cool. So, oh, you got Low. So Low, you got who's got Daryl? Hold on, somebody's saying it's something real. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, what we got here? Oh yeah, that's real. Hey Low, they say real or not? Hell yeah, it's real. Low waiting on that. Hey Low, like hold on, I'm saying hell yeah, that's real. That's Low. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Low, listen. So here's what we're gonna do. This has been a long show. We appreciate it. And again, I wanted to get that off my chest. If anybody got any questions they want to ask after this long show, because let me tell you what we're going to do tonight. Watch this, Low. We are going to do something that I don't think anybody have done. Maybe they have, but who cares? We're going to do something nobody done. Low, people were messaging me last night like, you should like the US, you know, it's this, that, the other. And I said, you know what? Maybe you should see it yourself. They're like, well, you know, maybe I should, but I can't get there. Guess what we're going to do, Low? If somebody has their visa and they want to visit the US, if we get up to 400 users, 400 subscriptions, Low, we're going to pay for the flight for somebody to come visit the U.S.
Wow.
If you have your visa, I said in Spanish, si tú tienes tu visa, tú quieres visitante de Estados Unidos, cuando nosotros tienes 400 usuarios de subscribers, we're going to have, and when you come, cuando tú estés en Estados Unidos, you'll have the Jubie card. Wait, let me see your Jubie card. Where's your Jubie card at? You're not gonna have you're not gonna have the Audrey Jubie card. You're gonna have your Jubie card. So you're gonna come to the US and we're gonna give you a Jubie card, and we want you to go from the Dominican Republic to the US and use this Jubie card. Oh, don't turn the other way. You got the number on it. I don't want to do that.
So basically, we're sponsoring someone to come to the US.
Yeah, if they have their visa.
Is sponsoring a Jubielee customer to come to the United States of America.
Yes, sir.
How major is that? Wow.
Listen,
Western Union, they got their cash up, ain't doing that.
we're going to, today is Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
How many users do we have right now? How many users do we have?
YouTube users?
Yeah, YouTube, 354. Here's what we're gonna do, Lo. Forget it. Here's what we're gonna do. If you want to come to the US, Lo, because people may say this, that, let's do it tonight. Let's get some of a winner tonight.
Wow, we could bring him to the United States of America, huh?
Tonight. It's 5 o'clock now. Wait a minute, it's 5 o'clock.
It's 4:37.
Your time, so it's 3 o'clock here. 9 p.m. 9 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock my time. 9 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock my time. We're going to do another follow-up show. Have all of your friends that want to visit the U.S., and we're going to pick somebody tonight on a trip to the U.S.
We're going to sponsor someone to come to the United States of America.
You've got to have your visa. You
Your
just
visa
need
is
to
required.
Now, wait a minute. Now watch this. If you are American, Oscarina, tú tienes tu visa. Oscarina, tú tienes tu visa. Sí. 8 p.m. en Estados Unidos es 9 p.m. en República Dominicana. Entonces, or should we wait till tomorrow? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, let's build it up. Let's build it up. Let's build it up. Let's build this up.
So we'll do it tomorrow night, Friday night. Friday night, we're going to pick a winner. But we need 400 usuarios or subscribers. So if you want to win, you better get some people to subscribe to this channel.
So actually, once we hit 400 subscribers,
then
we will select a winner.
Once we hit 400 subscribers, then we'll have a random drawing. It's random drawing, and they'll get it. But Texas style barbecue. Okay. Oh, that's what. Okay, Shelby said for pies and fries, they're gonna have Texas style barbecue. Listen, that cat bringing the green egg. the Dominican Republic does not know about the green egg, I'm telling you, that's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, that's going to be crazy. So listen, real quick, we would get ready to go. But if anybody want to come on the show and have something to say live, hold on. We'll invite you to come on, and you can speak your piece. And then again, we're going to get out. So let me go here. We're going to invite somebody. Here's the link. If you want to come on live, it's right here. Click that link. Let us know you want to come on, and we'll bring you on and let you say what you want to say. You know, talk about whatever you want to talk about, because we're going to be on here for about 4 more minutes until 2:40, because we've got to get back to the business, y'all. You know, we were only supposed to just do a little bit, but you know, we talked about getting things off the chest. So I want to say that if you watch and rewatch this entire show, I promise you it'll be 2.5 hours of you understanding more about this app. Talk to your friends, tell them to click on it. And even if they only watch it while they're asleep, we need this 2 hours. We need as many people to watch this 2 hours as possible. Ascarina, cuando tú es en tu trabajo, hablo con tu equipo, mira, todo gente tocar esta video. Es posible 10 personas, they watch the show, they don't have to watch it, just click it. And that gets us 10 people, 2 hours, keep running it. We need that. So right now, let me see if I can show this. I'll show people where we are. Hold on. I think I can show people where we are, Los, and what we need. And if they can help us get here, then we want to get there. Hold on. Let me see. My videos. Okay. So here we go. Guys, it's right here. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Let's see. All right, so let me share my screen right here so people will know what we're talking about. Hold on, here we go. How do you share your screen? Right here. All right, so I want to share. No, I want to share the screen. Share screen, okay. Okay, here we go. So listen, here's how it works, guys. Straight up. It's no lie. How you start earning is we have 354 subscribers. We need 500. We've done 3 videos in the last 90 days. We've probably done 20 videos. Here's where the milk gets sour. We got 150 hours. We need 3,000. So I've done the math. Here's how the math works. The math works like this. If we get people to just run our shows at night and to just watch them, you don't even have to watch them all. Just click play and let it play and pick auto load, and it'll play everything that we got. If we can get 50 people to do that, we can have this done in 12 days. You can get 100 people to do that, we have it done in 6 days. And as soon as we get it done, as soon as we start earning money, then we will do 100% of that back into this program to help other people. Think about it like this. If I'm making $0 and we're giving money every week, if I get the money from this, I can just give that. You know what I mean? So it speaks for itself. So anyway, I think we are good. Nobody, no, let's see if anybody's coming on. Let me see. No, nobody's coming on right now. Remember, 400 subscribers. We're going to send somebody somebody's coming to the U.S. So please help us get to 400. That's only, where's that? 46 more. 46 más. And with 46 more, we're gonna sponsor somebody. And again, just like Deidre said, I can show it to you if you don't believe it. That is right there. True or false? How many times have these people did anything for you in the community? How many times have they did anything except just send the money? We're a little bit different. We move a little different.
or how many times they canceled you or blocked you. Man, I can tell you how many Cash App accounts I created.
Jesus, I'm telling you, man. Well, thank everybody. We appreciate you. Man, Los, this has been a really, really strong 2 hours, man.
It's forever.
Yeah. Oh, now watch this real quick. I've got to pay somebody because I'm in Atlanta, and I've got to send money for payment. So let me show you. Again, I'm in Atlanta. Okay, I've got to send money to somebody. I'm going to hit the button. Okay, I have them on my favorites list. So that means I just hit the button. I hit send money. I'm going to send them this. I'm going to send it to their bank account. And I'm going to send it like this. Here we go. And that's it.
How I love that sound.
That's it. Oh, Oscarina is coming on. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oscarina is coming on. Okay, let's see.
Hola.
Hola, Oscarina. ¿Cómo estás?
Estamos bien. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oscarina.
Sí.
I can put the camera because I'm doing my hair right now. But
Tú estás muy hermosa.
I want to tell to everyone then this app is really, really through because I'm seeing it, all the videos that you do and you help a lot of people. And using this app show me then it's much better than others from Dominican Republic. So voy a decir esto en español.
Sí, sí, sí. Ajá.
Ok. A las personas que están conectadas, esta es la mejor aplicación que han hecho. No tienes que hacer fila, no duras tanto tiempo para ver tu dinero reflejado en la cuenta. Eso es solamente depositarte y ya está listo.
Es verdad.
Y aparte de eso, sin importar dónde tú estés ubicado aquí en la República Dominicana, te llega el dinero en la aplicación y te llegan también las ayudas de Jubielee.
Wow.
Sí.
Hold on one second, Alex. Okay. I'm sorry, Oscarina. Alex, I did not know. I know Oscarina by a different name. I forgot this is her government name. Her nickname. Alex, she is such a wonderful person. Oh my God, I did not know it was her. Oh my God. Hola, Alexandra.
Hola, Losa.
Hold on, Alex. Are you still in Punta Cana?
No, I'm here. I'm working here in Puerto Plata.
That's good. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for believing in us. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
From the first time that you show me the app, I really, really knows it's gonna be the best one because you cannot, being just only using the app, seeing in all that you do, all the things great and that you making is really, really good. Esto es de verdad. Esta es la mejor aplicación que han hecho. No tienes que ir a hacer fila, no tienes que hacer nada, solamente estar atento que diga Jubielee y está listo.
Sí.
Alex, she'll be a perfect promotional person. She'll be a perfect promotional person.
No. Nosotros dice cuando tú escuchas Jubielee, cuando tú escuchas Jubielee, tú tienes sonrisa en tu boca todos los días, todas las veces.
Sí.
And that's what we were saying.
Tuve una experiencia. Yo estoy trabajando en un hotel.
Sí.
Y el día ese que me gané los 500 pesos, que fue en la mañana, nadie creía. Y me decían, no, tú estás hablando mentira. Y cuando me gané, tenía 5 compañeros. Y yo le dije, son 5 segundos Y a los 5 segundos, Jubielee, wow, wow, wow. Es verdad, es verdad. Le dije, deben de agregar la aplicación, descargarla porque es bastante buena.
And what she was saying was that, you know,
They don't believe then the app was so fast. And I said, it's fast. No, because it's always the same, like Western Union or the other banks that we have here. I said, this one is really, really fast. You can use it in whatever bank you need.
yes, every bank that's here. Yep.
So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you. Is a really good blessing. Then we have this app, and thank you so much.
Well, listen, let me say this. Thank you. Gracias para ti por tus palabras, because it means a lot. And tú entiendo más de mucha gente. Tú entiendo cómo es importante, por qué es importante. You understand why it's important. And that's why I made that statement. Many times people say the Dominican Republic, you know, it's a third world country, this, that, the other. But when you understand the significance of something like this, you know, and you don't say, oh my gosh, this little thing happened or that little thing happened. You know, at the end of the day, we do our best to make sure that you have the best experience. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. I'm telling you, you know, keep having people sign in and join, and we're going to send somebody to the U.S.
Okay, I see that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Oscarina.
Okay, bye.
Wow.
Bye. See you.
Wow. Now that was wow. That was
things like that pushes me, makes me want to go harder and harder and watch. Wow.
No. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate her, man, because you know, it's when people genuinely want to see you succeed, like when they genuinely want to see you succeed, it's the best feeling in the world because oh look. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got. Okay, no. This is, I think this is Hansha. Hansha, this is okay. So I think what he was saying was this: that we could have done good by people for 3 years, and they get one thing from Google that wasn't even real, it wasn't correct, and they cut us off. I guarantee you, if you saw a news report and they said, Western Union is utilizing information, they're selling your information, not nary a person would stop using it. They say, what? They're using my information, they better not. But they'll be down there the next day sending the money. I appreciate the people, because let me tell you, I hope Shelby, let me say, I'll tell it. Shelby, can I tell this story? I'm going to tell it. Shelby called me and said, hey man, what I got this thing, you know, what's happening? Somebody had deleted the app because, you know, again, Shelby said, reinstall the app because I trust it. I talked to the guy. He told me what was going on. He showed me proof of what's really going on. The letter I got from, the letter I got from Google said, we'd like for you to just update your app. You have the policy. We just need you to reword it. But they made it seem like I was out here with fangs and like I was doing some heinous crimes. Listen. I almost deleted it. I looked and said, "Oh goddamn, what am I doing?" I almost deleted the app. Like, God, oh shit, man, Jubielee. Oh, wait a minute, I'm Jubielee. Wait a minute, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this. What they're saying. So I get it. I understand that if somebody says, you know, but they never retracted and said, "No, my bad. The app is not stealing your information." You know. Do you know that when you go to download my app, they put an ad for Remitly. When you go to download my app, they put an ad for Western Union.
Wow.
Fuck is that about?
And I also don't like on YouTube when we search for Jubielee, it pops up.
Never pop up.
I'm like, who is Jubie? ILEE.
When I go to iOS and I type in Jubielee, they give me Jubielee. When I go to Google, Google says, "You sure you don't want something else?" No, motherfucker, I want Jubielee.
It's not misspelled. I know how to spell.
You know we got a lot of people going there. What do you want from me, Google? How many more advertising dollars do you want from me? How are you going to put an ad for Remitly or Western Union when somebody wants to download my app? What's that about? Why won't you have an ad for like Candy Crush or, you know, some other stuff? Why would you want to tell people to download something else on my app? God damn it, go to it. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Why won't, you know, put Candy Crush or, you know, download goddamn Donkey Kong or something? Yeah. Just come on, Google. Damn it, I got Google Analytics. You want me to do that? I done bought the damn package you want me to buy. Why you keep fucking with me? We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back, and I promise you, give us about 45 seconds.
Jubielee, welcome to mi país. My name is Linda B. Yo la hago y no me quedo. Jubielee, welcome to mi país. Jubielee, que la partimos así. Ya tú sabes, ok, Jubielee, esto suena así. Tú sabes que sí, te gusta a ti. Jubielee es demasiado dinero. Ya tú sabes que no me quedo. Yo soy el rapero, mira, estamos activos. Por eso yo ando demasiado bien positivo.
Yeah, that's when we was in Colombia, man, and we had a great time in Colombia. And let me say this. We're not only gonna do that, man, Los, we're going back to Colombia. I'm going back to Cali.
Going back to Cali.
Going back to Cali. We went to Cartagena the first time, and in March, probably the second or third week in March, we're gonna take people to.
Jubielee está procesando su transacción. Gracias.
You guys heard it. Jubielee is processing the transaction that I sent to the bank. Pretty soon it's gonna say complete or whatever. Come on. So this is live. I didn't do that. I'm here just like you. I'm surprised. Well, not surprised. I'm saying I expected. I'm saying I didn't know, but it's processing my transaction, and pretty soon it's going to say gracias. Soon. But anyway, we're going back to Colombia. I think we're going to go to Medellin this time. We're going to take people with us. Lo, you got to go on this trip. You got to go on this one.
I'm coming.
So we're going to go out. And if you want to go to Colombia, listen, you don't need a visa. You can have your Dominican passport. And you're headed to Colombia with us. And you're going to spend the Jubie card. You know, that's what we're doing. We're promoting the Jubie card. Again, you know what? when the other services see what we're doing, who has $1 billion, billion gazillion dollars, they're going to start doing it as well. They're going to say, hey, we win a trip. I'm saying they're going to say win a trip, but understand that we don't have a billion gazillion dollars, but we're still giving back. So just imagine what we're going to do if you help us get to where we need to be in order to do more. Because listen, it would do me great to be able to go. My guys will tell you, everybody tell you, I love doing things with the groups of people and just watching. Well, hey, what? 7, join in. 7, where you at? 7.
Siete uno.
Come in. Siete uno. Hold on. Siete uno always has something real good to say. Motivational. He's the one that got me right when I was like, when I heard what you were going through for me, Los, what you were dealing with, man, I was hot. I was hot because I said, why would other black men tell a black man to stop promoting a black man? The business is not like we ain't hurting nobody. We're trying to help. No, we're not trying to help, Los. We are helping. We are helping. If you don't believe it, go and watch right now the Jubie Cares. Watch the interview with what is her name? I don't know her name, but go to our channel and watch the interview of the Jubie Care number 4. Watch Jubie Care number 4. Okay, whoa. Look at this. There he is right there. I tried to use Remitly. On the second attempt, my money was lost.
Do people know what loss mean? Loss means he was not refunded his money.
Well, tell me about that, because what you mean? Hold on, like Lil Woody, what you mean?
They kept his money. They held it. They froze his money.
What? Hey, Shelby, join the show. I need you to talk about that. What happened, Shelby?
Gracias.
My peoples are paid, and they ain't have to go nowhere. My people just got paid and didn't have to go nowhere. You guys heard it? I was talking about something else. See, this is what Jubielee allows you to do. It allows you to do other stuff. We got you.
Can I brag about one thing?
Brag, bro.
I'm sorry. You probably see some commotion in my background.
Looks like you.
I have some. They redoing the house, so they finishing up, and they looking at me like, I'm like, oh, we just Jubielee you.
If they had the app, they could get that money.
So they wasn't leaving until they got that.
They were like, he over here talking about all this stuff he doing to help us right now. They got their arms crossed. Help us right now. They look like I looked when I told them I was going to the desert.
I think they was about to beat me up or something. If you don't
that monkey climbing up, they about to beat you down.
You don't give me my bananas.
Hold on. Okay. Hey, Siete Uno trying to get live. Hold on. We're gonna keep it going. To bring Siete Uno on. Click on the link. Tell them to click on the link.
Okay, yeah.
So Los, do you need to take a minute? Or they gonna?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Los is gonna go for a second. He's got to pay. You got to pay. Siete Uno, jump on. Shelby, if you're out there, jump on, man. I want you to tell me about Okay, wait a minute. St. Martin and Gilead. Now, yes, we want St. Martin. We've been to Antigua. You know what? instead of Colombia, why not go to St. Martin? Pero, can you go to St. Martin, with a Dominican visa? I'm sorry, Dominican passport, or do you need a visa? Wow, this is true. This is true. Somebody called me about that. They were like, man, that would be great for you. Man, I think I need to research that. I need to have a contact over in that area because, yeah, I do know there's a lot of Dominicans there. Hansha, if you have any contacts, I think we may have just changed that March trip from Medellin to St. Martin.
They crowding the hours over there, blocking customers.
Okay. No. This is no. That's something we want to do. So if you have any contacts over there or anybody, like I would even, if the Western Union is a franchise, then I could even work with them. Yeah, no. Most people just have the during them. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. But most people, like when we do the islands, we go to the islands that Dominicans don't need a passport. Like, I'm sorry, don't need a visa. Like, we will go to Colombia, Guatemala. What's the other one? Okay, there we go. 7-1. What's happening, 7?
Man, hey, look, this morning with a new grandson. So I'm about to he was born
congratulations.
One morning. Yep. August Demetrius 130 this morning, 7 pounds, 13 ounces.
Man. Wow.
So I'm about to jump in the car and go ride and check them out. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
man. Okay. So I know you just want to jump on for a second, man, but what you want to kind of, I mean, we've been going for almost 3 hours. Well, actually over 3 hours now, man.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Man, I'm just proud to be a part of Jubielee, to be honest with you. I'm just proud to be a part of a brotherhood, a group of people who just trying to do things together and succeed, just holding each other accountable, just support and just being a brotherhood. That's what I get the most out of Jubielee. And said most of all, helping each other. What's up, Los? How you doing, bro?
When you coming back,
man? Look, I want to be back permanent, so Jubielee watches.
Send me a Jubielee.
I'll be ready to move over the DR just as soon as possible. Just any sponsors, I'll sponsor you here if you sponsor me there. How about? Yeah, but man, like I said, that's the best part about being a part of. I met 2 great guys, 2 great honest men. That's something that's rare in the world. That you just can't find people that you can trust. You can actually stick with and just get the truth from. So that's what I get out. So it's not just an app. It's a brotherhood for us.
Right.
It's it's like I said, it's therapy. It's therapy. That's another good thing. So just being a part of that group text sometimes, just saying good morning or just to hear something good in somebody's life, that's positive. And that's what right now. Just be positive. Everybody work together and we'll make it.
You know what? I want to do this while I got you on 7. And
do that.
Trying to see if D can come on. Let me say this. And what I'm going to say, it's possible that, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Without getting the specifics, I will say this. Jubielee by word of mouth, by just word of mouth, and people that trust what we do. People have entrusted us with moving almost $1 million. They've trusted us. I'm telling you that the people who watch the show, the people that trust us, have trusted us in the last 18 months to move almost $1 million. This is without big advertising. This is without budget. This is just people trusting. So we will hit that number, God willing, probably in less than 30 days, probably 20 days, maybe. We'll celebrate that accomplishment on our next trip in March, which is why I was saying the third week in March. We're going to celebrate that accomplishment because, listen, when we first started, it was a concept. When we were working, it was like new startup. Man, listen, let me tell you, once you reach that point where people have trusted you with 7 figures, you're not a startup. You're not a concept. You in business. You in business. Because people have trusted us with, come on, man. You in business. And that's where we are. And that's why we thank everybody all the time. It won't let 4 people get on, D. I got to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade this StreamYard to whatever I need to upgrade. So I think they say you can have up to 10 people. So we're going to upgrade our StreamYard. We're going to do everything that we can. But, you know, I appreciate your support, Siete Uno.
Always, my brother.
And now, man, you know, you guys have really, you know, have shown up. But that's when we talk about a brotherhood. We're not just, and you guys know, you can let people know I am not always just talking about just me. My goal has always been, how can we do what we can do so that other people can grow?
Amen. That's true.
So I know this other phone is going to ring in a second because everybody want to know what's happening with Jubie Cares tomorrow. So I didn't think tomorrow was a good day for Jubie Care. What you think, Lo? Let me tell you why. So Jubie Care, we go and we give, you know, to people that are in need. But on Valentine's Day, it's like we're gonna go in and show that you by yourself and ain't nobody love you. No, man, we ain't going in on Valentine's Day. That's not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go in there and it's dark and you know, you looking at us, we looking at you, ain't no candy nowhere around, no balloons. I told Maria, I said, Jubie, we gonna care. We care a little bit too much to come in on Valentine's Day. We gotta switch that. Coming on Valentine's Day, you ain't got no balloons, no chocolate, no candy, nothing. We gonna bring you chocolate and candy, and now So we gonna let this one this Friday. We gonna let this one go. And damn, man. We're looking for 400 users. When we get 400 users, somebody is going to be traveling to the United States of America, because we want you to see it's cold over here, because people are telling me you should be this, you should be that. All right, so I'll let you come over and see for yourself. That's what we're going to do. And then again, we've got, if you have a visa, if you have your passport, you want to go to maybe St. Martin or Columbia with us, I'll have more information on that next week. Last thing, we are looking for people to work in the office. Trabajadoras en oficina in Santo Domingo. We need that. If you know somebody that can work in the office, they're very good at what they do, please give Rafaelina a call in the office at this number, 829-699-4459, 699-4455. Thank you so much, 7-1. Listen,
Y'all
man,
have a good one.
gotta come on
Nice
the
to
show
see y'all.
more. And we just gonna be talking and talking and talking and getting this thing done, man. But we appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And the sound that all the ladies love to hear is this sound right here.
Gracias. Thank you. Thank you.
Fellas love,
Gracias.
the fellas love this right here.
Have a good one, man.
Gracias. Gracias.
That's how we get down. Once again, thank you, everybody, man. Listen, this was only supposed to be a 30-minute show. It ended up being over 3 hours. We appreciate everybody that could stay on, share this video, loop this video so that people can keep watching it. Hold on, let's see if we have anybody with any finishing comments. Who we got? Let's see. If you know American, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we did that one. Yep, Dominican population. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank everybody. Thank Oscarina for coming on. She was amazing.
Hola, Oscarina.
Yeah, she was amazing. And let's see if we have. Okay, so we got that. Thank everybody. Hansha 71D is right here in the background.
Big D.
Yeah, Dio in the background, man. We got to tell you about what's happening. I see your background. Get your ass.
Hello. Y'all have a good one, man.
Lock him up.
I'm gonna get back on this road.
All right, guys. This is the road. Thank everybody for coming out. And we're gonna keep it moving, keep it pumping. We appreciate you so much. And in the words, our famous words of what we love to hear. Oh, wait a minute. Who's that? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Maria, you just getting here. Maria es aquí, pero es hora número 3. She just getting here, Los. She just getting herself, and we 3 hours in. And she got the hands. What's this? What's this? Hello. Gracias, Maria, pero ahora es 4 horas. All right, guys, listen, we are headed somewhere, and please share the video. Maria, pregunta.
Question.
Maria, pregunta. Jubie Cash, mañana, I'm sorry, Jubie Care, no mañana, pero tú dices domingo. ¿Cuándo es Jubie Care? Okay. Hold on, 7. Let me see if I can bring her on. Hold on. Let me see how we can do this. Hold on, let me see. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Mira, entra la página y hablo con la gente de Jubie Care. ¿Qué día? Sí, es domingo. Okay, entonces, we're not going to do it on Friday. It's going to be on Sunday. It's not going to be Friday. It's going to be on Sunday. So we still care. We're just not going to, we're not going to care on Friday because that's not good. We want somebody else to care and love you on Friday. And we don't want to be involved in that. So, all right. Tomorrow, much love. Si tú necesito cosas, usa Jubielee. La gente, los hombres, mujeres, tú tienes amor, pero tú no tienes tiempo para comprar chocolates. Chocolate no es bien. Enviar dinero de Jubielee. If you want to send chocolate, send money to Jubielee. They will love you more. Jubielee is what they want to hear. They'll be happy. Okay, we out. Thanks, everybody. See if I can do Jubielee one more time. Jubielee.